Hello, beautiful Virgo. Welcome to your reading. Let's dive into it right away and see what's coming your way. I kind of see a dolphin here. I know it's not a specifically dolphin right there, but I kind of felt a dolphin is right here, and there's a shark underwater. So this can be something that you are maybe trying to be friendly with someone, playful, but they might be the shark underwater, and you're thinking that they are your own kind, meaning this doesn't mean in any way of having similarities, physical similarities. I feel like it's soulmate vibe. You think you're getting out of this person. However, that's basically not the case. This person's a shark. Okay, so and they are hiding their whole body under the water. You can only see the fin, meaning you don't feel the danger yet. Okay. By the way, if you're new here, this is Divine Light. And if you go on to enjoy this message, don't forget to give this one a thumbs up. Go ahead, hit subscribe and connect with the energy. Hit the bell so you never miss a video. But your positive thing, I see there's a star on the bottom right there. That star represents actually a wish fulfillment. And that's why probably the shark starts circling around you timeline wise. It's after the star shows up. So you need to be aware who's enemy, who's friend here. We have kind of looks like a little dinosaur here with a party hat. Dinosaur's young, so it can be something that will have longevity, but something it's in the beginning stages yet. This can be an investment. This can be a relationship. I see there's a dog right here. This can be something you're planning to do with someone loyal to you, someone who loves you, that someone who has, you guys have fun together. There is a contract showing up behind it. That's why I don't feel like this is something it's just in the words. You're actually putting it down on the paper as well. The thing is, the social contracts can apply in the situation. Social contracts can indicate maybe without discussing verbally, you're deciding with someone that, okay, we're going to stay in these rules. I start to feel, because the loyalty came up, maybe this is like a new relationship you're actually stepping into. It can be a romantic relationship that is starting to form, okay? Because I see two people here getting like closer, physically closer as well. If you're already in a relationship, this can be your relationship actually starting to take a different shape here, or romance is coming back. This can be romanticizing your life, because it can be like a new thing, a new job, or a new material thing starting to form for you, but you're developing an intimate relationship with this thing, okay? Even if with your like a profession, it can be something like that. You're just getting closer to it. You're maybe starting to understand it more, or starting to like it more, but there's an intimacy happening there, okay? I see on the bottom here, kind of looks like a teapot pouring water or pouring tea into an elephant's back here. It doesn't have to be a teapot though. It can be like something that you pour the water, put the water in, like that watering can. And I see a woman pouring it, okay? The elephants are actually symbolizing long-term stability, but there is also this elephant, looks like a baby elephant here. So the elephant can symbolize something that you're going to pour water, emotion into, is going to flourish and get bigger, and can turn into a long-term investment, can bring long-term stability. If you're hearing the sounds in the background, I have a new kitty, and he's playing with a toy, and he's scratching the floors. That might be the sound. So I have here, there's a hook appearing when you start watering the elephant. You might be thinking, elephant is not a flower. Why is it growing? And elephants actually, they like water. They like to swim in water, play in water. That's why it is something that is nurturing this thing when you put into it, okay? The cane right here can symbolize maybe if you need a hand at this moment, it is going to also make itself visible to you, or it can be like something that you can lean onto will show up. This can be about material matters because I see another elephant right there appearing. So the elephant that you're feeding, you're watering, is going to bring the support very quickly. And I don't feel like this doesn't have to be elephant growing and bringing money immediately. It can be your energy pouring into something graciously that you're pouring in, can bring another one close to that energy. Okay, it's like a law of attraction basically can start working. And because you're working on something that is going to that brings hope to you and brings life into your life, is going to bring another thing that will bring life to you, which can bring the freedom of travel for some of you, because I see there are two pathways already opening. The thing is, one pathway we have the phoenix here, and the phoenix can symbolize a rebirth right there. So after you start watering it, we have here, kind of looks like a guru to me. You see this hat. If you know about Rumi, if you ever heard of him, he actually wears this kind of massive hat. It was the fashion of the day, so I don't want to limit this to one person. And he was a poet, and so not only, but also he had many things going on with him too. But this is a person who has a bird in their hand. He's talking to the bird and send it over to you. I'm going to interpret this someone as a romantic. But the thing is, I told you that you're actually dealing with the elephant, getting a new opportunity. In your heart, there's the North Star appearing. You're starting to follow your North Star. And that can be the teachings of someone from the same era, because during his time, he became famous in the Western society. But during his time, there were a lot of good poets, and I think like a lot of scientists actually emerged as well. So I feel like someone is holding, and the hat is not traditionally like specific to him. A lot of, like, it was the fashion back then. That's why I don't remember their names, but if you have interest, you should look it up. And we have here, he's holding a bird in his hand, and your true north might be leading you towards this person. Okay, researching this person, looking into their life or their life mission, and that is going to lead you towards this bird can be someone talking to you, bringing you information, or it can be like inspiration that is going to fly, really going to bring high value stuff to you. Okay, I see another person reaching out from the sky. This can be also another person through the past, and they have like a scroll in their hand. I know, Virgo, maybe you don't really like to research things and read and look up, but it seems like there's some very valuable information that you need to read. The person reaching out from the sky can be an ancestor to you, a grandfather, and maybe they're handing over a will, okay, that is going to have some beneficial information for you, beneficial things, which we have here right under it. There's a gateway. This seems like a person's face here, but also this is like a new dimension. A door is opening to a new dimension. What happens when you cross through that is you're sitting on a throne. As you can see, I see a little aggression on your face, and your wings are actually a little like seeming like they're actually a little bit tired. Okay, so some of you might really get something very valuable, basically. This kind of reminds me of the Stonehenge, the stones standing on a balance too. But that thing is going to require you to really take responsibility. I see the music playing here through the record player. You can see that massive head of that thing. And this is gonna have a fun part of it, but it's also going to have a part of it that you're going to take responsibility. You're sitting on your throne like here, and an emperor basically, and giving orders. Your hands up in the air, so you keep giving orders to people. That's maybe something you don't want to take the responsibility. However, that's why maybe you have the upset or angry face here, or you might be dealing with people they're hard to understand what you're talking about, because I see there's a house here, there's a star, again a north star on top of it. There's a vision. You can see there's another house. Like this is something like an establishment maybe, or even building your own home. You might get the opportunity, a chance to do that. But like I said here, you might have to manage a lot of people at the same time. This doesn't mean that you're building brick by brick by yourself. I feel like that's not really the energy here. The energy is you're organizing this thing, and Virgo, because you are very well with organizing things and just seeing through all the details and laying all the details out, you're the only one who can do this, okay? So even if it feels tiring, you need to take that challenge, which is going to give you a chance of opportunity to take a rest as well in between. We have here a turtle showing up, which can be some of you maybe is going to get a house at the end of this thing, okay? Get a place of your own. Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, an intention, hold it in your mind. And initially I mentioned you're the dolphin, you're playful, you want to have fun, but there's a shark appearing here. Your desire coming in 2 batches, 2 stages, 2 action points. Maybe because the first one is for you to prepare yourself. The second one is for the shark to actually go away, get out of your way, okay? Another thing I see here, there's a tree flourishing. The branches are actually like reaching to the sky. Tree can symbolize longevity, long-term financial security, establishing a legacy. Elephants support that. There's a tears of joy coming forward, but you are planting seeds from today. And I'm going to be honest, the tree doesn't have any leaves initially. So you might not feel encouraged to pursue this thing because you don't see any leaves on the tree. But the thing is, you right here again, maybe cutting the dead branches and getting rid of them. And we have here a white fox right there. Fox can symbolize 2 things. Playfulness, first of all. The second thing can be someone, or maybe 3 things here. There's another big news coming for some of you. Fox can be someone playful also coming into your life, but they might have this foxy attitude, meaning they might actually still do things behind your back. When I see the fox, they just remind me of like 7 of Swords attitude. Maybe they are stealing the chicken without you don't see it, because that's what the fox do. Another thing here is that's why you should be aware of. I mean, it's really exhausting to watch everyone what they're doing, but I said like some of you are going to start a really big project, big on the scale of what you usually do on a daily basis. And in that project, there's going to be money coming in, going out, or you managing a lot of people. You need to keep things in check. And which, if there is only one can do it, that's you, that you can actually have track of things, okay? And that's like a Virgo property here. Another thing here with the fox, this can be a shadow, okay? Something that is hidden, something that is in plain sight at the same time. But the thing is, because it's clouded, you're not seeing it. This can be a blockage, okay? Maybe you have that is preventing you to break the glass ceiling. Or this can be in the shadows that is hidden, a hidden hurt that is also keeping you behind. That's why it's going to be revealed, but also looking at that shadow is going to require a lot of courage here. I see a letter M as in Matthew, Mary, Amanda. It can be in someone's first name or the last name. And that letter can be in the name of a city in Massachusetts, maybe Malaysia in the name of a country. Seems like it has something to do with the shadow, and it can be a clue for you to find what that is hidden, okay? Or maybe what you're suppressing. We have on top of one of the branches, like looks like a letter N, like Nathan, or H, like Harry. It can be also Shannon, another name popped in my head, in the name of a person, okay? All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, I'm going to add some more videos right here for you to enjoy. I wish you all a magical day. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.